Oh my God, is your French luxury handbag made in China? Recently, TikTok has gone crazy viral with a Chinese factory alleging that they are producing French luxury handbag for the biggest names such as Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, Chanel, and even Hermes. Mwah, mwah. Nice to meet you guys. If you don't know me, I'm Alice, I'm French, and even Paris. I am a French luxury expert. This channel is all about luxury and handbags. And in this video, I'm going to tell you the truth. Are your luxury, super expensive designer bags really made in China? I'm going to break down this video that have gone viral, crazy viral on TikTok. I'm going to tell you the truth, to speak the truth. You know me, if you follow this channel, that I really speak the truth when it comes to luxury. So let's start this video.
Why Ernest will charge you 38,000 USD for one bag? That's because more than 90% of the price is paid for its logo. But if you do not care about the logo, you just want the same quality, same material, you can just buy from us.
I'm not going to break down all the costs he mentioned. It is pretty boring, but the key takeaway of the video, it mentions claims that the Birkin bag you just show cost around 1,395 USD, while the bag retails at 48,000 K, which is not true. It's 8,000, which is already too expensive for what it is. And he also claims that 90% of the cost is because of the logo. Is this bag, the Birkin bag, made in China? And the answer for now is no. This Birkin bag is not made in China. But this is true that some of the bags, some of the luxury bags can be made in China, and I'm going to mention the brands. But for now, this Birkin bag is not made in China. If you look very closely to the video, the bag it shows does not have any logo. There is no logo, so this is not an Hermes bag. This is a super fake. This is what we call a super fake. This guy is a Chinese factory owner of one of the super fake factory based in China. This is not an Hermes factory, and Hermes bags are not made in China. The Birkin bag is still made in France. This is still an handbag made in France. They have at least different location in France where they are making their bag. And something I'm sure about, and I definitely agree with this guy, this bag, the Birkin bag, is definitely overpriced. This is an overpriced bag. While the quality has decreased, the service has also decreased at Hermes. This is just a bag, please. This is just a bag that is overpriced for the quality. Wearing a designer bag will not make you smarter, definitely not richer, and more beautiful. You will stay the same as you are, but just with an overpriced bag. But if Hermes is not producing the bags in China, what about all these brands? What about Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, Dior? What about Dior and Chanel? Let me really spill the truth, spill the tea in this video. And it's big, it's so big. For years, there has been this big rumor, especially about LVMH and Louis Vuitton. It started with Louis Vuitton for probably a few years ago. A lot of people keep saying that Louis Vuitton is producing their bags in China, especially the Neverfull, which was so popular for years. This bag, the Neverfull, which I personally don't like. And LVMH never really addressed what's going on with this bag. So we never knew, but we suspect that they might produce this bag in China before moving the factories in United States, for example, or even in Europe. The real deal about luxury brands is that they find the trick. They find the big trick. The big trick to make more money. To really lie and make more money from customers like us, actually. The big deal is that they are using spare parts. Spare part. Oh, yeah, I got it right. Spare parts from China. Even if the bag is used with 80% of spare parts from China, made and produced in China. For example, the hardware, maybe the lining, maybe the oil edge, maybe some of the pieces of the bag, of the shoes. It is very well known into the luxury world. Even if 80% of these products are using spare parts from China, as long as they are assembled, in a boutique or in an atelier based in Europe or based in Italy, it is still made in Europe.
Close your eyes. Let's just do a little, very easy experiment in your head, okay? Imagine that you have an Hermes bag, and suddenly the label on it changed from made in France into made in China, while everything else, like leathers, zippers, and hardware, remain the same. Do you suddenly feel that your bag is not as luxury as before? If you do, that means you have been misled and poisoned by the market campaign of those luxury brands for too long. Welcome to the real world.
So now you really know what's going on. It means that even if 90%, 80%, 60% of this bag is using spare parts from China, so it's basically made in China, but because it is assembled, maybe glued, assembled or glued together in an atelier based in Europe, Italy, or France, or whatever, they can stamp the made in Europe, the made in France, the made in Italy. And that's why we had this big scandal about Dior. Did you remember about this scandal less than 1 year ago? We just found out that many of the Dior bags, if not all maybe, were made in very poor sweatshop in Italy from poor workers, immigrant workers, Chinese workers in super poor sweatshop. These super expensive designer bags that influencers love to showcase, oh my God, I look expensive, I look chic, I look elegant. They love to showcase that. While this bag were made in super poor sweatshops based in Italy by workers, poor workers who had absolutely no papers. I mean, it is so disgusting. I think it is so disgusting. How can you showcase a Dior designer bags when you know this type of things? So yes, some of these brands are using spare parts from China, and maybe some of these bags are 80% Chinese, but because they are still assembled and glued together in an atelier based in Europe, Italy, or France, they are still stamped as made in France. So this is the big deal about luxury that people like us, French people, Parisian people, we have known for years. That's why many of us don't buy anymore Gucci, LVMH. We don't buy Louis Vuitton for this reason, because we know that this bag costs, I don't know, the Neverfull, for example, costs less than 50 euros, probably between 20, 25 euros, which is insane. I think it is insane. And when you know that it retails at 1,500, it is just insane. But this video raised a big question. I think people do not realize how big the fake market is in the luxury world. How many fakes today are in the markets? Because if this guy is able to make super fake, like super high quality Birkin at a very low cost, I think it tells a lot about how many fakes there are today. 90% of the influencers who are showcasing this bag, 90% of this bag are fake. I repeat again, 90% of the bags you are seeing on social media are fake. 90% at least are fake. These are all fake handbags. And I'm going to tell you another big thing. Every day in my Instagram, every single day, I receive a DM in my Instagram from someone who has a factory in China and claiming that is able also to make a Birkin bag and Chanel bag and asking me if I am interested, yes, you hear it, if I am interested to buy one of his bags. I think probably every single influencer on this planet does receive the exact same DM every single day. And I am pretty sure that some of his influencers did reply, and some of his influencers did buy fake handbags. So right now, there is something definitely going on in the luxury world, and it is so funny to watch how people are really afraid to speak about, just because they are really tied to the collaboration, the partnership. It really depends on these big luxury brands. I didn't see any statement also from Hermès, Kering or LVMH, so I will be very interested to know what's going on in the next few days. Maybe they might sue also this Chinese factory. Hello, it's me again. A few days have passed after the China luxury scandal, and I want to end this video with a quick and few reaction. Hermès did release a statement on the official website, although it's not very direct, it's not very transparent. If you check on Hermès website, they did explain that they have a French site, a French production site where the Hermès products are made. Although something that really struck me, they state that 74% of the Hermès objects are made in France. And I'm very struck, very shocked by this number, because giving the price of Hermès items, giving also that they always make sure that they are a part in the luxury world, they belong to the elite, you know, there's very elite and exclusive vibe around Hermès. I found 74% super low. And one question remains, what about the 26%, this rest? They did not disclose, is it belt, is it clothes, is it accessories, is it shoes? It's a big question about the 26% that are not made in France. And where are they made actually? Are they made in China? Are they made in Europe? Are they made in Italy? Something I'm pretty sure of right now, there's this big lack of transparency, of communication. Many brands still did not make any statement at all. I am talking about LVMH, Louis Vuitton, where everything started a few years ago, to be honest. Prada, I mean, there's this huge lack of transparency. But why no one is able to at least showing a factories, at least, you know, showing maybe some images of the atelier where everything is produced. So something I'm definitely sure about right now is that we cannot trust luxury brands anymore. We cannot trust designer brands anymore. And it has been going on for years now, That's it for today about this video. Is your luxury bag made in China? Let me know what you think about this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow the channel to not miss any incoming video. Don't forget also to follow me on my Instagram, my other social media, and I see you very soon for another one. Bye.